rider,
Yeah.
same way. You
What I'm
don't get
saying,
down the fleet.
well, what I'm saying is, have you been using the ELD, the one that I set you up with
For sure.
Oh, okay. That's why I was wondering if you ever switched up. So you've been staying with them and they've been
Nah,
rocking pretty good.
man, that thing been gravy, man. That been perfect, man. I never switch if I don't got to.
Man, I'm glad you said that because, man, I was trying to tell some people about that ELD too. It's a fire ELD system. You know what I'm saying? And they help you out. You know what I'm saying? Like if you have any problems, you just get on the phone, boy, they instantly get you on there and get you out of, because there's been some times where my shit wouldn't pair. But on all in all, they're quick and fast. And now, so the new entry level inspection is up. I don't know. When is your spec? Have you came up on your inspection yet? It ain't even been a year for you yet.
Man, I done got 3 inspections already, man.
No,
In
no,
North Carolina.
no. I ain't talking about like roadside inspections. I'm saying like your new entry level inspection from FMCSA. They say, have you heard
Oh
about
nah.
that? Yeah, everybody who signs up and get their authority, once you get your authority, they say within a year, sometimes it's a little longer, but within a year, the FMCSA will reach out to you with an assigned officer who will be over your case, and he'll have you send in all of the forms that you have. Your BOL, your BLC3, your UCR, your insurance, your everything, all your certificates and everything that you have, your permits. You have to upload them to them, and then your logs too. So you'll have to call the ELD folks and have them send you your backlogs. So once you get your backlogs, then from there you can send those in too. I think it's 30 days. They want like up to 30 days of backlogs. But there's a brother
Gotcha.
online. I don't know if you ever watch him. His name is Charles CHAWL, I think Charles Brothers Towing. It's a brother out of I think he out of, I want to say Savannah, man. He might be out of somewhere out of Georgia, but he could be in Mississippi or somewhere. He got a southern little twang. But he did a really great quick video on how to do your entry level inspection.
Okay.
Your new entry level inspection. Once you get through that inspection, man, you're considered like literally in. It's almost like
Gotcha.
we signed up for a gang, bro, but we're not really official yet until we get past the, what I mean? It's like
Gotcha.
they let you hang out and claim it, but you ain't really
But you
official
ain't in.
until you get through that inspection. Then it's like, okay, you're now officially a carrier, like official whistle. And so now you've made it past your new entry level now. And then carriers and brokers, brokers should look at you differently too, because they say, oh shit, you made it. You know what I'm saying? Like you did your full year driving,
Yeah.
then you had your inspection, you passed that. So yeah, I got to get my truck inspected and my trailer inspected pretty soon. Um, it's been, matter of fact, this month I got to do it by the end of this month, October.
Yeah.
It's a dude that charge about $100 per unit. Well, for the power unit, you charge 100. For the trailer, you charge 100.
Yeah.
Yeah, so because some people think you could just go to your homie who's a mechanic and get it inspected. You gotta like go through a certified technician. You know what I mean? Certified mechanic,
For sure.
and they got those specific papers that the DOT give them. I think they're like yellow with red stripes on it, red lines through it. But that's the one DOT looking for. But you said you've been through 3 inspections.
3 inspections, man.
Damn, bro, you hauling. What the hell? You told me about the one. You
Man,
said
the first one I set myself up because
you
I
blew past
went to a weigh
scales.
station.
Yeah, you blew past the scales, but you didn't really.
Then the next time,
Okay.
nah, he ain't fuck with me, you know what I'm saying? He said, I realized you knew.
Okay.
I had everything for the most part in line, He was on me about the scraps, so I got some different scraps and shit.
Okay. Huh.
And then,
Did all your paperwork?
to be honest,
All your
All the paperwork
paperwork?
is ready, but
Okay.
in
You,
Maryland and Virginia though,
uh-huh.
man, they don't fuck with no drive. They don't fuck with drivers, bro.
Right, okay.
Really, as soon as you cross over North Carolina, like Maryland, Pennsylvania,
Uh-huh.
New Jersey, New York, Virginia, man, they ain't messing with no drivers, man.
Oh.
It's like a
Wow.
whole new, different world, man, you know.
Uh-huh.
And that's why I say at first I was like, damn, like, I think Atlanta was a little better. But now that I'm up here and now that I'm like, just understanding the bigger scheme of the fact that, you know, bro, honestly, you in Atlanta really the only big metropolitan area in the South until you get down to like Orlando. You know, ain't really nothing in Alabama, Tennessee, or South Carolina, so it's really just Atlanta or nothing. But up
Right.
here, what I'm saying is, it's millions of people in D.C., it's millions of people, you know, in Baltimore, you know, goddamn New Jersey, New York. So what I'm kind of starting to realize is, you know, the rate per mile might not look as great all the time, but the business is there.
I got you. Okay.
They ain't really trying to slow down business.
Okay, I get what you're saying. So, because you're sitting in the hub, basically there's a hub of cities. It's like you're in the center.
In a hub of cities.
Hub of big cities all there, so they don't need cars. So I can see what you're saying. So the chance of the volume is high because it's just too many big cities. You know, every city got a volume of cars they need. So I get what you're saying. And tell me again those areas again, because I'm about to look into that shit, bro.
It's like 2 hours and 20 minutes. Philly is like Philadelphia is 3.5 hours. You know, New York City is 5 and some change.
Oh.
And then, you know, Charlotte is 4, Raleigh Durham is 2. So basically,
damn.
Like you driving 3.5 hours to Knoxville, Knoxville ain't shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying, like, compared to these cities.
Right.
So, all these rail yards, all these brand new cars, like all these cars, these cars be having 1 and 2 miles on them. You know, and what I'm saying is, you know, it's a lot of work to be had.
Yeah, I got what you're saying. Hell yeah, it makes sense. So basically,
Atlanta is only one hub.
Yeah. It's just
ain't nothing really around Atlanta. Like, what's the next big city? Orlando?
I mean, you have. Let me think. I mean, you know, you got surrounding states. Every surrounding state got a big city or two. You know, at least 2 big cities in each state. But that don't mean that a lot of volume of cars is coming out. Me particular,
and then they not big compared to DC, Philly, Baltimore, New York. Like those cities ain't big compared to them.
Those cities, right? Exactly. Yeah. Your Mississippi and your Tennessee. I mean, you do have like certain parts of Tennessee, like Knoxville. Then you got Memphis, but then again, they're not like. They're big cities as far as metropolitan areas, but they're not like they're not like New York's or Atlanta's. You know what I'm saying?
Hell no.
Or DC.
But I'm saying,
or
like,
DC,
I'm sitting around 4 or 5 Atlanta.
You sitting around 4 or 5 Atlantas. So you kind of in the middle. Man, I sure would love to pull you up on a map and see, like, look down at it and see, like, where you sit at in the realm of all these cities, because that's smart, man. That's smart to be around all your work, you know what I mean? Where your work is just surrounded by you, you know what I mean? Where you can go here, you can go anywhere you want to go. Because you're right, man. Like, I be putting in locations like from Atlanta to Savannah. I don't be seeing too much shit. I mean, I see like 2 loads, 3 loads going there, and then the loads be so low that it's like I might as well stay here to Alabama making more. You know, because that's a 4-hour drive down to Savannah, and they only talking about 275, like 300. No, hell no, I might as well stay here. And, you know, so there's nothing going to Savannah really. There's nothing really going to Macon. There's nothing really going to, like Montgomery. There are loads, maybe like 1 or 2, 3 loads, and the loads are just disgusting, man. Like, are y'all kidding me?
Yeah.
Y'all trying to make this shit to where we only make damn near gas money. You feel me? Y'all think we just want to go on a little trip or something. Y'all ain't trying to make this about money where we making actual money. Y'all making this as like we just want to just drive and be going on these little fantasy trips just because we get to go through different states. No, I don't want a trip. I can care less. Half the stuff I don't see as I'm going, I'm flying by. I got tunnel vision. You know what I'm saying? I'm just trying to get there.
Yeah.
I mean, I get excited every now and then when I see something new, but we all roll through the same cities all the time. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, I'm gonna have to look up that way, man. I'm telling you, I'm not messed up about relocating, bro. I'm telling you, I'm the type of guy. I learned that you gotta roll where the money is. Sometimes you can't be where the money isn't at. Like the money can be okay, but you gotta go where it's really thriving. Like if it's a choice to go here in Atlanta, right, and to go there, and I see the numbers are better, then I would be crazy not to want to relocate in terms of trying to better my business, because that's the only way you're gonna better your business, be somewhere where you can make profit, plenty of profit. Now let me ask you something, John.
Go ahead.
Let me ask you something real quick. How are the loads paying? Like going, say, okay, from Atlanta to Birmingham, I would make like $2, 200 for a regular car, like a regular size car, running, keys and all. $200, maybe between 175 and 200, and it's going like maybe 150 miles.
Okay. How long is that trip? Would you say 2 hours, 2.5 hours?
Yeah, between 2 and 2.5 hours, because it's really 2 hours, but it take about 30 minutes to go get the load, so I end up having to go up north a little bit to like I say, Cartersville or Liburn or something. I got to go like 30 minutes up that way because I'm downtown Atlanta, so I'd have to go 30 minutes up north, get the load, then 30 minutes back down to get to the point where I just came from. That's an hour right there. Then now I'm on my way to go out there, which is 2 hours. So it usually take me between 2 and 3 hours to get out there, and then about the same getting back, because I'm usually dropping the load off back up where I originally started, you know what I'm saying? Like Liburn or Cartersville, somewhere. Yeah.
Yeah. So the money ain't that much different, honestly.
Okay.
It's just the frequency.
Okay.
So from where I stay to DC, like I said, bro, it don't take me. I might be 80-something miles from DC. And that trip right there to DC is a 150, 175 trip.
Okay.
For 80 miles.
Do you book 2 at a time, or do you book 2 separate? Because I know you get more money if you book them separate.
Well, so.
Because you got 2 haulers.
So again, so when I'm leaving where I live, I be trying to piece them together.
That makes sense.
However, bro, if I stay in DC, man, that shit would be crazy, because again, I think the difference is honestly so many dealers and so many cars and so many people. If you look up like the county with the highest income, they all in DC.
Really?
They're all in Maryland. Yeah.
I just
What I'm saying is.
Okay, go ahead. Yeah. My bad.
What I'm saying is, like, you might run out to Birmingham, but the difference would be is, as soon as you get to Birmingham, I would be guaranteed to get 2 cars coming back home immediately, just on that trip. I wouldn't have to go 30 minutes this way, 45 minutes that way. No, I'm loaded and I'm headed back home every time. Because
it has volume. That's why volume is important.
Volume.
That's why volume is important, right? Because you'll have a better chance of grabbing 2 or 3 or 4 that need to go to one place versus here in Atlanta where you got loads. There's plenty of loads, but they're not in that volume where you see the doubles and triples. You know what I'm saying? So yeah. You know, the other day a guy asked me to take one load to like, you know, to the auction. And then when I got there, man, he was like, hey, do you have any more, you know, do you have a bigger trailer? Because I got 3 more cars. I get that a lot too. When I'm dealing with people like that go to IAAs and Coparts, some of these guys that's buying at auctions, they always have a bunch of little cars, but they ain't consistent. Them fools, they'll sit here.
Exactly.
They're not loyal. I'll put it like that. That's what I meant to say. They're not loyal. They ain't gonna be loyal to us, man. All they do, they'll say, well, we'll get them cars, man, deliver them on time and everything, man. They'll pay us, and they'll be like, all right, I'm gonna get your card, and then they'll end up calling another Hotshot, just without even thinking about it. It's like no type of even try. They don't even try to be loyal. It ain't even worth trying. It ain't like, let me try to find this card, and I can't remember. Well, let me just call the other guy. It just be straight up like, oh, we need 3 move. Okay, who you call? Call somebody. Like, they just go through the Rolodex. First hot shot they see, call them. It's like, bro, can we get some loyalty here? That way we can, because you asked me earlier, is there any lots that I like deliver to and every day I could deliver to and take from? I'm like, it would be if these niggas would stay loyal. Bro, if they stay loyal, and I ain't even talking about like brokers, big brokers like Montway and all them who don't want you fraternizing the customer. You know, I'm not talking about them. I'm talking about regular guys who post their own load on Central that want you to go get an IAA or Copart. Those guys, when I pick your car up and I deliver it to you, I can solicit you. My business, I can give you my cards. I can tell you, hit me up personally. You know, next time, don't go in the low board. I can do that, right? You know, my way and all of them don't want you doing that. You know, when you deliver to their customers, they don't want you handing them a card and saying, hey, you know, can you hit me next time?
Fuck my way.
Right. But you know, that's everybody really. That's any broker. They don't want that. They do not want you fraternizing with the customers. So I get it. I get it. Because, you know, they more than likely going to come again and they want to get their money, keep their bag. I get it. But the Copart guys and the IAA guys and the guys who you just post a load, man, look, if they would just stay loyal, to one person until that person fails them, then they got a couple of backups. But man, then we would be able to have a direct customer where we can count on him 3 days a week, 4 days a week, you know what I'm saying, to run at least 20 cars in or something, because, you know, he got volume. Them little shop, man, these little shops be having volume, bro. They be buying and selling like 20 to 50 cars a week. But it don't seem like it because they don't call us like every day when they, you know what I mean? But every day they get something pulled in and you know, they shuffle them around between their other lots and stuff. They get cars in all the time. It's just they don't call us for some reason. It ain't because we ain't doing a good job. We ain't did nothing different than the next hot shot. Damn, man, this nigga trying to get over. Damn, bro.
Yeah, I realized that real quick too.
This motherfucker gonna just bulldog over this big old flatbed. He driving a day cab with a shit. This motherfucker gotta be 63 foot. Big old flatbed. He just gonna get over, just bulldog his way over. Like, damn, bro. Anyway,
I sent you some documents. I get just an example of one of them is from the Baltimore Rail Yard, and one of them is from the Winston-Salem Rail Yard.
Okay.
So you need to check out. And like I said, every morning at about 8 o'clock, they send them to me. And then every afternoon about 2 o'clock. And like I said, it's open 24/7. You'll see on there, some of them might be 34 miles for 140.
Wow.
You know what I mean? Like,
that's good.
And
that's pretty good.
Instead of me, you know, I just send them to you so you can look at it. But you get them emails every day, dog.
Is y'all traffic bad up there though? Cause that plays a part too. Like
hell no, man. Listen, everybody was always telling me that, like, man, you just gotta worry about DC traffic. But bro, the traffic. Okay, let me say this: it's more traffic, but it's way better infrastructure. Like DC might have 25 interstates, whereas Atlanta got 3.
Oh shit. Okay. And it's more,
So
okay,
it's
so,
more traffic.
yeah, it's more
But it's
traffic,
better
yeah.
infrastructure.
Okay, so everybody's moving and grooving, everybody's stuck in one place.
Everybody
Crazy.
moving and grooving. You ain't
Okay.
never sitting still.
Yeah,
Yep.
makes sense. Yeah, that makes sense.
Man,
See, cause see over here, man, like 34 miles over here, man, is like equal to like 64 miles. Cause you know, man, that's why I had to get that. I had to beat that through a couple of clients' heads. That was like, man, it's only 24 miles though. It's only 24 miles. I'm like, bro, you know how long in traffic you think it's gonna take to run that 24 miles? I said it's gonna take an hour and a half. You know what I'm saying? Because traffic, bro, it's, you know what I'm saying? Everything instantly goes up when you deal with traffic. So when they try to come with the little mile, hit you with the little miles, they be knowing that traffic there. They know that shit is double. You know what I'm saying? As far as, you know, I'm running through a slight bit of traffic now, just coming in. I got 2 hours left to get to Atlanta. Coming in, still in, I think I'm still in Tennessee. But yeah, it's a straight shot where I'm going. You know how that is, straight shot down 75.
Yeah, you probably just got into Chattanooga then.
Yeah,
Traffic.
That's what I think. I'm in Chattanooga, man, rolling through Chattanooga. I see Atlanta right there, straight in. Yep, Chattanooga, exit right over there. Yeah, man, it's a sweet little run. Like I said, it's 3 hours up. You're getting the lowest I've seen was 250, but normally when I come here, I usually get between 350 up to 450 because I get an in out. You know, I just give me a non-runner, but it usually runs. That's the catch. That's the whole funny thing about it. But I usually get me, you know, a 350 coming up, and a 350 coming back, and you know, if I can run that in 6 hours, well, about 7 hours, it's 3.5 hours. It's like 3 hours and 15 minutes. Or I'll really just say 3:30. 3:30 going both ways. Then in 7 hours, I can have that drive out the way. Come on, man. Why are you going to get in the fast lane and drive slow?
That's the same rate. Like,
same rate.
You know, this trip from Winston-Salem back up to, I'm dropping off in Richmond. I live a little bit north of Richmond, Virginia. It's about a 3 hour and 15 minute ride from the rail yard. And if you get like a Chevy Tahoe or just a, you know, standard truck, it's $350 on that ride, about 3 hours and 15 minutes.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
But again, these motherfuckers gonna be brand new. You put
See, I don't like new cars. But you know, the little bangs up, I like good, fair, these cars time, bro, on accident, though, same lot. As I got one pulling out, I pulled out the drive space, and when I pulled out the front Tesla that I'm, you know, transporting, and also scraped the, and so it was so light that I didn't even notice it. Out here, I'm just driving to the trailer, about to load. Shit, dude seen it that worked there. He come running all after me. Hey, you just wrecked the Tesla. I'm like, what? No way, bro. I'm like, nah, man, no, because I literally didn't think I hit it. He was like, yeah, bro, you hit it. And I was like, well, I got out the car. I said, man, let me look in the front bumper. That whole front bumper scraped up. I was like, oh, my heart dropped, bro. My heart dropped. I ain't never had a feeling like that before, boy. Then we went to the other Tesla. That motherfucker scraped all up. You know, they're so light, like you barely bump them, they scrape all up. You know, so, man. So now here I was in a rush to get out of there. I had to wait. They called that dude there. He like super employee. So he called the motherfucking manager. Manager called the other dude. The other dude called the other girl. Next thing I know, it's about 6 white shirts. Cause you know they at Tesla they be all clean and shit. They come, it's like 6 white shirts around me, all standing around me and shit, trying to figure out what the plot is. I'm like, bro, look, I gotta go whoop. So I called my homeboy because I was working under his authority. This is why this scares me, like hiring drivers. So I had to call him up, let him know what the skilo was. He was like, damn, man. And so I said, well, look, I already told the manager, let's try to keep it out, you know, off the insurance. We can work this under the table. Just give us an estimation and we'll just pay it. So I had that working with me. So he said, cool, he agreed, bam. So everything locked in, right? So the manager was cool. He was like a mixed nigga. He was like, all right, man, I'm gonna go ahead, man, let you go and go, but we're just working under the table. He said, just give me all your information. I'm gonna hit you when, we get the bill. So I left, but the whole time I'm thinking as I'm driving off, I'm like, damn, bro, I don't know how much this shit about to cost. Like, this is a Tesla. You know what I'm saying? 2 Teslas.
Yeah,
I'm
that
like,
shit probably wasn't that much.
man, look, by the grace of God, man, this is why so much I know God is with me, man, and protects me all the time, my brother. Man, for some reason, well, for some reason, he's the reason. But man, look, I never even seen a bill, man. They just blew it under the table. The reason why I say that is because my bro never got back with me. He was like, man, I'm gonna hold your payment, which was another story why, but anyway, he was like, I'm gonna hold your payment, and I'm gonna go ahead and just hold it until I figure out what they trying to charge me. You know what I'm saying? Because I ran in like 8 Teslas for him. He's supposed to give me, pay me for the Teslas. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
So he was like, we hold the bread, which was fucked up. He should have did. They should have just paid me and then, got this money later. Because he was like, his thing was, man, I got to see, man, this 2 Teslas, man. I got to see how much it's going to cost. Like, da. So he kind of held that's how we kind of fell out, man, the first time. Because he held my bread, man. He didn't pay me. I ran all of the cars in. And it's like, bro, I understand where you at, but you got to pay me. You know what I'm saying? You got to pay me my bread. And then once the insurance and once the invoice comes in, then let me handle it. See what I'm saying? So, but anyway, about a year later, that nigga hit me up and was like, hey, man, I got some money for you. And I was like, oh, yeah? He sent me like $400. He didn't even send me the most. He's supposed to send me way more. But he sent me like $400. He was like, here you go, man. Tesla never hit me up. I guess they just, wash this shit on the table. I was like, wow. You know what I'm saying? Wow. I said, see, that's why you should have paid me, bro. I know, man. I'm just saying, man. I didn't know how much it was gonna cost, man. Shit. I'm like, bro, that was a flaw in your character, bro. Like that wasn't cool, man. We you don't do that. Cause like if I work at McDonald's and it's payday, if I knock over the tea stand and break it, you think I'm not gonna get my check today? Shit, that manager's gonna give me my check, and then he gonna say, Mr. Willis, we're gonna assess the damages and we'll get back with you later what it's gonna cost you. And then I pay. Then I pay that. That's how you handle that professionally. You don't just not pay the person. You know what I'm saying? So, being in business and have employees and all that, man, you got to know how to handle it, man. Even when the shit gets real greasy, you got to know how to still stay professional. Because, I get it. You like, I don't want to pay you, man, because this shit might be like $2,000, nigga. Shit, I only owe you like $800. At least I got some of the bread to pay on that. That's what he was kind of kicking. But I'm like, no, man, you supposed to pay me, man. You know what I'm saying? And I'm your brother. You know what I'm talking about? I'm your bro.
Most definitely.
I'm out here with a 1-car hauler, man. You supposed to, you know what I mean? Don't make this shit harder for me, bro. It's hard already, man. It's like I'm double humping. Sure. Imagine how hard you humping with a 2-hauler, 3-hauler shit. Imagine me with a 1. Boy, it's like hump season, boy. I can't goddamn let not one thing, you know what I'm saying, go. It's like, yeah, so, but yeah, my man, just wanted to wrap it up with you real quick too, see how you was doing, because we ain't chopped it up in shit, maybe a month or so. And it's good to hear that you're doing good, man. You find your little niche, running those between, you say, the 2 rail yards, and then you send me the information. And if you have a copy of maybe like a template, I meant not a typo, but a template copy of a carrier's agreement, let me know. I'll be interested in it because I definitely want to give me some I gotta give me some contracts together, man, so that way when I do get some drivers, I can already be ready to have them sign up and come on. So,
man,
any drivers
I think you need to do that, dog.
I think I am, man. I'm gonna listen to you. I think you're right, and it's working for you, so it should work for me. You know what I'm saying?
It's definitely working. It definitely is.
They don't have a problem paying with that 125 flat a week for for the insurance?
Hell nah.
Yeah, you made it sweet for them because usually they be like 200. That's what it normally start at, about like two. For bobtail insurance, yeah, you're gonna pay about 175 to 200. Just go on YouTube and pull up a couple of bobtail insurance videos, like how much you should charge your carrier. I mean your owner operator. How much you charge an owner operator to lease on for bobtail insurance. And you'll see it. Most people gonna be like, shit, they hit, man, that charge like 200 a week, 250, depending on the fleet too though. If it's a one car trailer, it might be a little less, but then it also depends on how it impacts yours too. Because if your shit done jacked up high, you gotta go high, even if it is high. You know what I'm saying?
For sure.
Yeah, man.
But then, like I said, these folks, they jumping in. Whoever you bring on, bro, they capitalizing off the good name that you done built. All the paperwork you done filed. All the steps that you done took. And they ain't having to take them. They just getting in the car, strapping them bitches down and going to work. That's it.
That's true. That's true.
You know what I'm saying? So,
and that's yep.
Everybody ain't got the guts to stand in there and do all that. They just want money.
Yeah, that's true. Or if they got the guts, they just don't have the means to do it, like the actual money.
Exactly.
And the time. And you can have all the money in the world. If you ain't got literally like the time to do it, then you're gonna have an issue right there alone. Because the time that it takes to get on there, to file this, file that. Like I remember them days sitting at that computer for like 2 weeks straight. Like the first 2 weeks before I even got my authority, bro, I was on the computer just every day on the computer filing stuff.
Yeah, man.
Creating this, creating that, doing this,
Fixing this, fixing that.
I'm telling you, man, just trying to get the fundamentals first before you even haul, like your logo and your email and a number and an address, everything, set up. And then you start signing on with these brokers. And they start they send you through the ringer, man. Just it's almost like signing up to be an FBI agent, bro. You gotta send documents on top of documents, and swear your oath and hold your hand and take a picture, send it in. 4 angles of your trailer. We want underneath to see if your Cadillac converter's there. Like, bro, they going in just to lease you on, and then you got to worry about just staying on top of the renewals of everything, because you got to stay renewed. You got to renew stuff. See, I don't. You don't do FIFA. IFTA. I mean, you don't do IFTA, do you? Because you're under 26,001. But you use diesel, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, you still have to do it because I was reading that you have to have like either more than 4 wheels on your power unit. It has to be more than four wheels, and it has to be over 26,001 pounds.
Oh, okay.
See, I didn't know that till after I got into the game, because in the beginning I signed up IFTA and all that, man. So now I got them folks sending me stuff every like, renew, it's time for your renewal and this and that. But when I look into it, there's no penalties. So it's almost like I need to go ahead and call him and get this, like, go ahead and just like nearly take that off. But then again, I knew I was going to be kind of bumping up to the CDL anyway pretty soon. So then all I got to do then is just start paying the fees that you got to pay for the IFTA.
Hey, man, let me tell you this, man. And you give me your thought real quick before I let you go.
Yeah, talk to me.
Man, I was considering getting my CDL too, but like I told you, with this new situation with the rail yards, I kind of feel like I can do general flatbed freight and a 3-car hauler and damn do as much as I want to do, you know what I'm saying, without having to spend all the types of nights on the road and stuff. But I know when we first started talking, you were saying that you was considering, man, letting go of the cars a little bit and going transition to something else. So what's your thoughts on the 3-car hauler versus going ahead and jumping in the CDL lane? Like, what's your thoughts on all that?
And I think you need the CDLs, man. It's almost like I look at hauling like how sports, different levels of sports. You have high school, you have college, and you have pro. Well, when you do a non-CDL Hotshot, you're pretty much on that college level, because you know what I'm saying. So on college level, what do you get? You get college type of energy, like hardly no money. You get a little money, but when you go pro. And so that's what I think. When I think of the CDLs, it's like he done went pro, man. It's pro. You done went to the highest level of profession you can go in this business. You know what I'm saying? So now there's no limit of what you can haul and pull. And this game is about weight. It ain't about length. It's about weight. Some can be very short. You can have a short trailer, but you can have a fucking, 40,000 pound piece of a big bale on your shit that would pay more than a nigga that had a 64-foot trailer with a bunch of shit on it. You know what I'm saying? It's weight. It's a weight game, man. So if it's a weight game, then what signifies us, what dictates us, you know what I'm saying, to be able to carry that weight. And it's them CDLs. Like, so I don't have to get no trailer. Like, I'll get a tractor, but I don't have to get the trailer. I just want to get a good ass flatbed or I mean, there's nothing wrong with some enclosed trailers, maybe later, but I just want to be able to haul, like I say, if it's going to be automobiles, I want to be able to haul, 4 to 5, maybe 6 huge dualies if I need to, big old SUV, big old trucks like those Ram Pro Masters,
yeah.
Things like that, box trucks and Sprinter vans and stuff, things that really can pay, because these little cars, man, it's usually like these little dealerships, guys that's buying these cars for profit, and they ain't really got bread, man. They don't really have money. They got a little lot that they own themselves. They trying to scrape every penny and make every penny back. But if you get, we going to a place and you getting like multiple vans that's coming from an actual company, they're gonna write it off anyway. But they got the budget, to give you a little bit more. You know what I'm saying? And you can pick them all up at one grab and take them all at one grab. Every time I'm on the road and if I see like a Sun Country trailer and he hauling like 4 big old, say Sprinter vans, I'd be like, damn, man, he eating. I say, cause he would grab them all in one place and he drop them off at one place and he's paid, bro. He's gonna be paid by the morning. You know what I'm saying? And so I seen the guy earlier too, a big flatbed. He had like a long flatbed. He was a semi. He had a whole bunch of those like turnaround tractors. Man, he looked like he had about 40 of those little motherfuckers in there. I'm like, see, I mean, they probably pretty good. Each trailer, I mean, each like little thing, and then it's considered freight. It's considered freight, I believe. So you should be able to get paid through your factoring company like the same day.
Sure.
They ain't gonna give you no COD on most of that stuff, you know what I mean? Especially if it's coming from a commercial organization. They gotta do, they gotta like, we have to ACH it or whatever. But if you can pass it off as freight, then of course you'll have your factoring company come on in and pay you now.
For sure. That's what's up, man. That's sound solid advice, man.
And it's still that same 5-6% too. It'd be that same 5 to 6% that they gonna take from hauling cars. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, CDL all the way. We gotta get them, man, so we can run with the big boys and haul the big stuff,
for sure.
Haul the big toys, and get that real bread.
I'm gonna get it. That's my word, brother. I'm gonna get it. I'm not gonna get it right now.
Right.
But I'm gonna get it. Gonna get it.
You got anything specifically you want to haul though? Because when you haul, because when you get your CDLs, it's like it goes into so many things. You can haul fuel. You can haul, just dirt. I mean, man, like, what do you want to haul? The world is yours.
I'm not trying to haul anything.
Okay. You want to have haulers.
You hear me? I,
You trying to sit back and dictate some shit.
I'm trying to quarterback. And I ain't gonna lie. I feel like, man, if you think about it right, look at it right, man, you can give. I feel like I can give minorities some good paying jobs out here, man.
That's true.
You know what I mean? Maybe they don't want to work for 40 years. Everybody ain't got ambitions of being at the level me and you at. Some people might just want to, be cool with a couple, $5,000 a month. Shit, they good.
Yeah, because like you say earlier, a lot of people ain't getting that type of money at a regular job. So
no, hell no. So I've been trying to think about like continuing to working with as a General Motors contractor. So
okay.
I'm just trying to solidify, continue to build relationships, and hopefully, like when you get a chance to look at the message, you will see all the available inventory that's been made available to me on a daily basis.
Wow.
Like just because I've delivered so many cars, with no blessings.
Okay.
So now, they calling me, they text me, hey man, can you, blah, 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 blah. And I get it, I know it's all from the big scheme of things, but I'm still in the scheme of things though.
And who you say that was again, the name of that company?
It's Henson and Atkins.
Henson, like Hensen.
HAN.
Hanson and who?
Atkins.
Sound like a damn law firm and shit.
Yeah, right.
Hanson
but
and
there's another one
Atkins.
Okay. Hanson and Atkins. The other one is North American Auto Transport.
North American Auto Transport. Okay.
Right. They might move Dodges. Hanson and Atkins moves GMCs and Chevrolets.
Oh, okay. That's the only thing they move.
That's all I done move for them, GMCs and Chevrolets.
That's nice.
So what I'm saying is every single solitaire of these big car brands branch out and branch all the way down to, independent brokers and independent carriers. So at the end of the year, I'm telling GMC, hey, look, I done moved 1,500 units without a scratch, without a scathe. I just want to be on the list to transport your vehicles because I've been doing so. Yeah. I want to tell Dodge the same thing.
Right. Building relationships.
That's it.
That's how you do it. That's how you do it. You move it in the right way. It's chess.
I'm calling my father-in-law like, yo, hey man, we got these GMC cars, we got to get them moved. I'm calling my partner in Atlanta, yo, we got these cars, they got
right.
And
are they coming up?
As long as that's going strong,
yeah,
man.
Well, it'd be nice if
they way to be in logistics.
See, man, it'd be nice if you had some local drivers that could get some of that volume up there with you.
Exactly. So I done had at least 10 people pull me to the side. Amazon drivers. My old lady, she from up here, so some of her cousins and uncles, a lot of them have been just on me about, hey man, I promised this, I promised that, I want to get in. So next year, I'ma hire me 3 more drivers, man.
That's dope. That's dope, man.
That,
if it ain't broke, don't fix it.
Shit, bro.
Yeah, man, that sounds good, man. That's a good move. That's a good move, bro. On the cool, man, you know what I'm saying? Because like you say, if it's supplementing more income, that's definitely a move, you know what I'm saying? That way it can get you to climb on up the ladder quicker in terms of your fleet, the size of your equipment, you know what I'm saying? Because in a minute, you're going to have that 6,500, you know what I'm saying, with the sleeper berth in the back, with the whole bed gone. So now they're looking at the truck as a semi versus a truck, a commercial truck, and now they, DOT recognizes as a semi now. That's what I heard when you take the bed off. And so,
see, what I'm telling you is, I ain't worried about my insurance because these guys paying my insurance.
Yeah. Exactly.
Okay.
Exactly.
So what? So what if it go up $300 a month?
I feel you.
You know what I'm saying?
That makes sense.
Yeah. But I got 4 people riding. Like my insurance paid for, and that's $3,000 in my pocket every month, on top of 12% of what they make.
Yeah, that's beautiful, man. And that 12 is actually a pretty decent. It really is a good number. Like, you know, between I'll say anything under 15% is good, depending on the size of the fleet and the volume that one can get, because that all all that stuff plays a factor too. Because like 12 ain't much, you know what I'm saying? I mean,
but that's just for my people though.
Yeah, exactly.
You feel me? Because think about it, Major. If somebody came to you and was like, man, I'm trying to, you'd be like, all right, boom. You ain't finna tell him no numbers, no nothing. You gonna say, all right, you working Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. On Friday, you're gonna get a $1,500 check.
That's true.
Your gas on me, your insurance on me. You know what I'm saying? If you get into an accident, we'll have to restructure some stuff. But other than that, so they're not even involved in no checks, in no money, in no booking, in no none of that. They just hitting the road, making these trips, and just getting this money. So my people, like my father-in-law and my boy, these my people, like, so going on. But I'm not looking, like, when I finally bring somebody on next year, bro, these folks are employees. Like, they don't know how much a chicken sandwich costs. They just know, you know what I'm saying? They just know they selling that bitch and taking the money at the cash register. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like that. Yeah. And that's what it's going to be.
I know a couple of.
That's what I'm thinking, man.
Yeah, well, there's a lot of guys that do it like that too. They run that salary. They'll run a salary, or they'll run like a flat rate.
Yeah.
Or something. They have like 1,500, 2,000 a week, and then they just run in. They got to run 4 loads in a day. Something like that, or 5 loads a day.
That's it.
Or depending on if they're doing distance. If they're going further, and they may just do 1 load there, 1 load back. But yeah, just and heck yeah, man. That's how you win too. You know what I'm saying? There's some guys that might be on that type of payment plan. Some guys might be per percentage per load, and you could twist and turn it how many times you want it, man. When you owner operator, that's what I love about being owner operator. You can twist it to whatever degree you want it to be, and at the end of the day, everyone has a choice to either do it or not do it. It's not like the mob where you twist their hand, push them in the room with a gun, like, hey, you gotta do this today. You die. No.
Hey, these boys going to Amazon and standing in one spot for 10 hours, making $800 a week, man.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. So you saying you want to just buy a bunch of trucks, paint them up, and then just provide the whole hookup for your driver? All they got to do is step in and ride. Basically, they got straps in there.
Oh, they got to step in and ride.
Okay, the straps are there.
So I got to see.
Everything's there.
Hey, they're gonna be ready to go. I got a CPA up here that my mother-in-law, she was good friends with him, and bro kind of put me on game in terms of how to set up like my banking to where next year the bank will just give me a loan for a truck, like a little small, a 2010, 2500 or something.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
That's sweet, yeah. Well, they're itching to do that, especially if you got a couple things lined up, if you will. That's one thing I'm working on right now. The bank just told me with Truist, with their bum asses, I'm kind of mad at them right now, man. I feel like they just took some money from me early today. That's another story. But yeah, with Truist, they're on some shit like, get your credit up to X amount of numbers, and then we can come in and not only refinance your truck, refinance it and put it in a business account instead of personal, and then we also can help you get a new truck. You know what I'm saying? So you can start building your fleet with some credit cards and all that stuff too, like banking, business credit cards and all that other stuff, just to spend to help hamper things through until things grow more. So the banks, yeah, man, that's another great avenue, man. especially when you do it on the business side and not the personal side. That business credit, man.
And see, bro, you already got a one-car trailer. So what I'm saying is, by the time you get your next move, you already got a one-car trailer to the good.
Exactly. That's how we do it.
You put somebody in there.
Yeah.
You put somebody on that right there, and you rolling. As soon as I get this 3-car trailer, I'm putting somebody on this flat thing.
That's how you do it. That's how you do it, man. You just move in. You move over and let somebody in on that. Then they move over and let somebody in. It's like it just keeps recycling. Like the new guy gets the small unit. Drive for 6 months to a year. He can move up. If he ain't branched off, got his own, he move up and move over to the bigger unit, to the 2-hauler. Then he move up from 2-hauler to 3-hauler.
Right.
Because everybody's growing after 6 months to a year. Everybody starts growing. Start kind of. Well, I know a couple of people who just been driving for years, and they ain't even realized they can get their own authority. Like, yeah, man.
Exactly.
I know some people. I know a couple of homies like that. I ain't gonna lie, boy. They've been driving for years, and they just been driving as drivers, bro. I told them, I'm my own operator. Exactly. What's that? What? Nigga, you been doing this for 5 years? You don't even know you, bro. Like, let me open you. Yeah, let me drop these gems on you. And then, man, I had my little bro, man. He walked away with a smile on his face. He was like, damn, bro, I'm about to change the game. Yeah, man. For the whole time he just been driving, bro. And I'm like, nah.
Exactly. But some people want to do that. They don't want the paperwork. They don't want the insurance. They don't want the UCRs and the FMCSA and the ELD mandate. They don't want to do all that. They just want to do the job and get the money.
Well, some of them too don't know how to maintain it, because it's kind of like your clerical side got to kick in. You can't just be all bronze, all brain. You can't just be all bronze. You got brains and bronze. Like, you got to come with that brain side to keep you going, because you got to file stuff, you got to print stuff, you got to keep things clean, keep your records clean and all. And so people fail at that part. They drive all day, but where they fail is they fail because they can't maintain, like, the paperwork. They can't keep the inspections up. They can't keep documents renewed, paperwork renewed, resubmit new permits and stuff. Yeah, they follow that little stuff, and then they get in trouble and end up losing out their way. You know what I'm saying? So it's like it's beautiful to be able to know how to do that. And then too, man, a lot of guys solely depend on, like, other people to pretty much carry that weight as far as, like, the loads, processing the invoices and the money order. I mean, not money order, but the invoices and stuff. Some people just fear that stuff, man, and they don't really be on it. Like, with some, how some of these shippers and stuff is, right? Even when you deliver their load, they want you to, like, invoice them. You know what I'm saying? And so if you don't do that, you'll man, like 4 or 5 days to slip. You'll be like, damn, bro, why I ain't got paid yet? Because you have to, like, go in their portal and literally invoice them through their portal. Like Ship.Cars, for one. Ship.Cars, that's one of them. You can't just, you know what I mean? If you just wait on the BOL, like, if you just send them the regular BOL, they're gonna take forever to pay you. You gotta go into the app. After you deliver the car, you gotta literally go in that app. You gotta hit that invoice and invoice them through that portal. And then they get it, like, now, immediately. And then they gotta okay it. Then they'll send you an email saying, like, okay, we okay this, or do you agree to this? It's steps, man. It's crazy. So people who don't. No, go ahead.
No, and my point in saying that is, you understand it.
Right. Right.
But everybody ain't as versed as you are, as talented as you are. I mean, what might seem like common sense to me and you ain't that way to the majority of, and if it was, people wouldn't be working dead-end jobs.
That's true.
So hell yeah, like, so you deserve to be paid for that.
That's true. Well, hey, I don't mind. Yeah. I don't mind the salary thing, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? I wouldn't feel guilty if a person didn't know Like, oh man, I can be my own owner operator. I mean, because if I feel like this, as long as if I'm being fair to you, if I'm being more than fair, and I know you making money, fair exchange is no robbery. That's the old saying. So, as long as you come out feeling fair, and I'm feeling fair, that's where we win at. You know what I'm saying? Because I know it's hard to get out here and do this, so I ain't trying to get over nobody. Just give them like a little bit of money, just because I'm trying to scrape. I'm trying to scrape.
I mean, you not getting over though.
Right.
How you getting over on somebody making $12 an hour?
Right. Well, especially if they're using all your equipment and stuff too. You consider that in, that's definitely a no-brainer, because you're gonna provide everything. So it's a whole different type of, you know what I'm saying? That's a different type of energy right there. You're gonna provide everything.
Your name alone, just using your name, the reputation you done built alone, is worth it.
Yeah, that's true. You build your name up, your brand. You gotta protect it. Well, that's the thing I said.
They ain't gotta go out here and struggle to find loads because they got a new authority, no recommendations, no reviews. You know what I'm saying? They ain't gotta go through all that because they're already coming in under your name, under your work.
Did you? That's true. Are you still using your broker? Because I know you started out as a broker first. Now you.
Nah, I ain't even been using it.
But you still have it active?
Nah.
How does that work? Can you be a broker and a carrier at the same time, or do they make you?
Man, so I was running into some road bumps, so I had to dissolve that MC number with my brokerage on it and establish a new brokerage, which I haven't completed that process yet, but.
Is that because you use your same name?
Evolution.
Is that because you use the same?
It's just really like, it's not enough workers. It's not enough jobs major to work the co-parts and the IAIs for the small time deals. So you eventually got to work with some brokers, with some bigger companies to be sure that you got enough business,
Right.
So what I was running into was the only people that was really messing with me was the little bitty dealers that was moving junk cars.
Okay.
I couldn't work. I couldn't have evolved to working with the groups I'm working with now, having that authority active under one DOT number.
I got you. So they want you to have.
Yeah.
Each person should only gonna have one DOT number. So I guess like your wife. Would she be able to have the carrier? You have the carriers under your. She have the broker.
Yeah. Because the other brokers would never know. They could never find out.
Right.
And this is what the FMCSA told me. Shorty from the FMCSA, the one schooled me on that. She was like, all you gotta do is create a new one with a different address, a different name, and be sure that you put an LLC name on the ownership instead of your personal name, and they'll never know.
Right, but is it legal? Is what I'm asking.
It is legal.
It's legal. Okay, so if it's legal, then
it's legal.
Then we ain't tripping. We want to do everything legal. So if it's legal, we ain't tripping. Then I just didn't think you could. I didn't think you could have them both. But it's important because then that way, whenever you build, that load board, I wanted to build my own load board so when they come to my website, basically they can put loads there. And they can take, loads can be put on there and loads can be taken from the transporters and put on there by just customers, So you got customers all over that need stuff transported. So they just basically go over there, post it just like they would with Montway or anywhere else, Even like these guys you're talking about, that's like Copart and IA, those little guys, like even those guys, they can go straight to the load board and post their load on my board. And then, of course, it's carriers and owner-operators coming there every 5 seconds looking at their loads. They're going to find it, and they're going to get it like every other load board. Just basically a load board.
Right.
So, but you got to have a broker. You got to have a broker's license to do that, though, right? The broker's authority.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. So, it's good to have them both. know what I mean? Because yeah, one works well with the other. One works well with the other, man. Yeah, John, man, I'm gonna have to make my way up there though, bro, and I'll check you out and haul some up
For
there.
sure, man.
Maybe spend like 2 weeks up around that way. Stay in a little room somewhere,
sure,
and just be
man.
hot shot up there for a couple of weeks, man. And that's what I do, man. I ain't did it just in a little bit, but as you see, I'm out of town now. I mean, I go out of town, so I don't mind staying out of town for a week or two, especially if I'm working every day.
You gonna love it, man. You
Yeah.
gonna love it, man. Hey, you might leave Atlanta, man.
Well, man, I always said that I would eventually have places, many places in different spaces, like wherever I could afford, it's like, shit, I wouldn't mind having a nice little place, here, there, and there, just a couple of spots, so whenever I'm kind of hauling in that region, I would have somewhere to go home to, I'm there. But man, look, with rent being so high, you can't even really do that no more. You gotta literally just do the Airbnb, where when you pull up, just get the room, then utilize it while you're there, and then that way while you leave, it's like all bills are cut off, you know what I'm saying? Well, expenses are cut off, instead of just dragging on like if you just kept an apartment somewhere or something. So that might be the move. Yeah, my bro.
So
I'm almost home. I got an hour and 25 minutes left. I'll make a couple phone calls, but we're gonna chop it up, John. My boy.
All right, man. Be safe on the road, man.
Be safe on out there, man. What you got left before you return?
I'm about 2 hours out.
2 hours out? Okay. You hauling, boy. Shoot. Yeah, you moving. All right. Yeah.
All right, bro, man. I'll let you, man. Good to talk to you.
Hey, get a picture of your load before when you hang up. When you get to where you're going, when you get out, get like a good shot of your truck, and you load it up with your deuce on it. Let me see what you're looking like.
All right, I will.
Thank you, my brother. Yeah, trying to see you again, your fleet.
All right, bro.
All right, peace, brother.
All right,
I'm out. All right, man. Just chopped it up with my boy John. That guy there, he's only been hauling less than a year, man. Less than a year. You know what I'm saying? John got in the game from being a school teacher. I think he still is a school teacher. But I picked a load up from him one time to take to, I picked it up from Augusta. No, I picked it up here in Atlanta and drove it to Augusta for John. It was like an SUV. He paid me like $200 for it, COD. And then once I dropped the load off, he said, "Hey man, look, I'll give you $250," or he was like, "I'll give you $250 if you sit here, man, and teach me some game on this business." Like, he said, just answer a few of my questions basically, and I'll pay you extra on the load. I was like, let's get it. So John called me. So he called me up like a couple days later, was asking some questions. I told him what type of trailer I thought that he should get based on the type of money he had. But he came in straight with a 2-car hauler, man. He did it the right way, based on his income. I mean, he didn't really have it to come in like a 3-hauler or whatever. And he's non-CDL, so, but I'm like, hey, 2-car hauler was great, man. You did yourself some justice, at least coming in where you can make a little bit of money, you know what I'm saying? And you can always move yourself up. But now he's actually about to buy a 3-car hauler. Yeah, man, he just told me on the phone earlier, man. He was like, he's about to get the 3-hauler, and he's going to keep his 35-foot flatbed, his deck over that he got now, he's hauling with. And he's moving up, man. He hired 2 drivers, and yeah, man, he inspired me to go ahead and give me some drivers, man, and quit being so afraid to, to branch on out, because I really was kind of afraid of hiring some drivers and, the possibilities of things going wrong, and then your insurance goes up, and, your DOT number gets on its name. And so I was kind of afraid of all that, so I didn't want to mess with it. But hey, man, just seeing what he's doing, man, his numbers he's pulling in, like this brother's growing, man. Like 6 months, this brother's growing, man. I'm talking about he's growing. So, Yeah, so he's a good guy, man. But anyway, just wanted to talk to him and chop it up. I love feedbacking on y'all, man, and getting information from other hot shots that's actually out here that's doing this, so we can kind of fill each other up with the information that we need to know to analyze, to analyze and to make this right, man, because it's all about making money in this stuff, man. And brother, so many roadblocks set up to fail you here, bro. Like high ass insurance. My insurance went up $600, bro, like just from one day to the next. Like I went to pay my insurance yesterday, $1,400, and then they said, well, that's the end of your policy. Your next policy now, and they told me the new rate, $2,000 a month, bro, $2,000 a month. And so I was able to get it lowered like $200 more off to about $1,800 a month. And then she also said if I do like auto pay or whatever, they knock like another $400 to $600 off. So I gotta fill out a little form and set up ACH, which I hate doing because they go digging in your bank account. I'm gonna throw them like another bank so they can pull from, and just to set that up to get that going. But yeah, man, insurance is nasty right now, and I talked to 3 other haulers that said the same thing. Their insurance went up like $500. So if yours went up, let me know. Let me know in the comments if your insurance went up, and check on it, because they said like some new law passed or something where they had to like put more taxes on the insurance or something. That's what the insurance agent lady was telling me. So y'all can check that out for yourselves and see, if y'all shit went up on the cool. Y'all ain't realizing. But man, other than that, man, the rates are kind of slightly going down. Gas went up, and it's just crazy right now, man. But it's still money in this game. Still enough out here for everybody. You got to find your niche. Like John just said, he found a dealership in his area. He's in the DC area, so he's surrounded by like 4 to 5 major cities. Like Atlanta's just one major city. So, you have like Mississippi, Tennessee, all these little places around it, but they're not pumping out volume. Like, you can't go grab 4 cars out of one lot at a time going somewhere because they don't have that volume like they do at, up there where he's at in that DC area. So he was able to find him a lane where he's basically taking his 2-car hauler every day from his house, taking 2 loads up and 2 loads back from the rail to rail, I think. But the rates are good. They paying over like $1.50 per a mile per car, and they be small little cars, so that's pretty cool. I think I'm gonna go up there and jam with him for a week and see what it's really, really looking like. You know what I mean? Just do like an Airbnb, stay in an Airbnb or a truck stop, and just run some lanes every day. You know what I mean? And if he have extras like he's saying he has, shit, I'll run some of his cars in. I'm not gonna take any less money. I still want all the money. But anyway, so yeah, man. I don't know what you guys are going through right now with the hauling, but it's still life in this thing. It's still looking good. It's just that it's a little tight right now, man, with the gas prices going up and then the rates not going up with it. You feel me? So anyway, I'm about an hour and 18 minutes away from delivering my load to Manheim off Campbellton Road in Georgia. I'm coming from Knoxville, Tennessee. I brought one up for $350 and bringing one back for $250. So that's like $600 a day, and I haven't fueled up yet. I fueled up yesterday. I got a full tank, and then now I'm just about dead. I got like 55 miles, so did pretty good with fuel, and I got 55 miles left to get there. So anyway, guys, thank you for tuning in, fellas and ladies. And, y'all stay safe out here. Keep hauling, and I'll catch y'all in the next video. Peace.